Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Through History Challenge. This is episode 3 of the Sumerian Interlude. We are about a day away from having the next generation being born. And Kishar right now is sharing the joy of plasma with her father. One of the few positive interactions he's had while I was speeding through this. Anyways, you will notice there is someone here who is not blue. Let's hope that he wasn't in the pool. They've been playing in that pool for quite a while. Where are you? You're in the bathroom. Please tell me you're not naked somewhere. Where is he? There he is, brooding in the bathroom. It's Imdialam, except he has taken the name. Okay, how did it say it was pronounced? I've got to look at it again. Because I don't think it's Mumu. I think it's Mama. There's thought that the name of Mama was kind of linked to the sound of a sheep bleeding. Though I don't really think Mama sounds like a sheep bleeding, so I don't exactly know how it's said, but I think that's the way I'm going to say it is Mama. Anyways, he is one of the primordial deities as well. He is the vizier of Abzu, though there are other insinuations from sources that said that Mama was the son of Abzu and Tiamat. I'm going to take a little bit of creative liberty and say that while he's the son of Abzu, because he's not the son of Tiamat. Anyways, he has an importance in the story that is being told in this interlude. So that's really why I have him here. As for why it was Imdialam, story-wise, I think... Here, let me just go ahead and play, because my mods are going to load in. Story-wise, I am of the mind that when Abzu, who was Lurian, left his family after what happened with Salili and Gazualam, he left them in the care of his two vampires. Excuse you, Mama. I don't want to see that. Left them in the care of his two vampire sons and also Gazualam, even though he had to figure out how to be a vampire. And that prior to all of that happening, both Imdialam and Zarlagab had learned from Lurian about their vampirism and how to survive in the world as a vampire. Oh, is your back hurting? Then, because we're quite a long time after that now, timeline-wise, when the family the direct family of Imdialam and Zarlagab passed, the three other vampires in the Silver family sort of went to explore the world on their own, in their own ways, but out of concern for his father, Imdialam came here because he heard some things about the, I guess you could say, Atlantean supremacy that Tiamat is encouraging, along with some not so great viewpoints about humanity. And so he came here, and since he's the son of Abzu, Tiamat really can't tell him he can't be here. He is one of them, he's just not blue. And he is going to... Are you out of the shower yet? Because I am talking about you. He is going to, I guess you could say, assist his father and just make sure things don't go a little too overboard, too out of hand. But really, since this is just about establishing genealogy, we're not going to be doing too much with Moo. I'm sorry, I just said Moo. Mama. When I read it, I see Moo rather than Mama. But just as we're not really doing too much with the others, I have a thought. Since there are so many Sims in this household now, and we're about to hopefully get only 2 more. I don't want triplets again, I just want 2. I might move these 2, Enmesharra and Kingu, to another house. Maybe the Royal Palace. Just to get them out of here and just have it be the main line along with Mama. But we'll see. Anyways, while we're waiting for Kishar to have her baby in about a day, which I think I'm gonna pick this up of speed-wise. You see, he's done his wants while I was fast-forwarding through the time waiting for her to reach this point. Abzu finished off his sculpting, and then I got him 2 more points in cooking before he stopped having the wants for it. So, what are you doing? You need to... Wait, where did your... Oh, you drink off of your grandson? So I'm just kind of letting them do what they want rather than focusing so much on building up that vampire and that magic skill. Oh no, what is your deal? Madly thirsty? Get out of the pool. You need to go. Everyone else seems to have been taking care of themselves, but not Lahamu. There was something concerning, but even though it shows that her thirst is empty, it seems to just not matter. Okay, come over here. It means I can't monitor where her thirst is until she gets a moodlet, but... Oh, she's not out of the pool yet. Is she out of the pool yet? Wait, why is she not red still? Come over here, cast a thirst charm on her. Oh, I guess it's just everything else is overloading it. Are those clothes in the front of the wardrobe, or did someone try skinny dipping? I did have to put everyone's everyday wear on through Inros because they were all in crazy outfits. Because they were all in the pool, so they were all in their swimwear. Look, there goes Mama off to the pool. We're not getting a horse, no thank you. The routing on that would be atrocious. Though I do have a mod, it's on Mod The Sims. I don't know if it's still there. It's supposed to, in anticipation for eventually probably having horses. Look, these 2 are fighting now. It's supposed to help with their routing by reducing the amount of space around them needed or something like that. Do not go in the water. You're the one that I'm focused on, mostly. You're not learning about building. Oh, yeah. The traits they aged up with. Kishar randomly got Virtuoso, though I did have issues with aging her up. I did have to age her up in Cass again, because she threw another stuck aging check glitch thing, where she didn't actually age up. I guess it's just her. I sometimes have that. Enmesharra, he aged up with Night Owl. Oh, yeah, and she randomly generated, and it seems it didn't take. Okay, let's give you one. I don't remember what she had randomly generated, or I used a random number generator, and I don't remember which one it was that she got. So let's give you a new lifetime, which not that it's important, but... Oh yeah, she got swimming in cash. I guess because she's frugal. But... Okay, it's not showing up. Okay, let's change it to something else. I don't know. Maybe it has something to do with me having to age her up in Cass. Anyways, my hope with this next generation is that it goes just as smoothly and as quickly as the prior one. Let's just grab this one really quickly and then give you swimming and cash back. Alright, there she goes. There, she's got her lifetime wish. Enmesharra, he got Zombie Master, just like his uncle. And now he's a night owl. It's kind of fitting for someone of the underworld, I think. They're all stir crazy, but the little bird in the sun. And he got turned the town like his father and rolled the trait snob. So isn't he a joy? At least he's not mean-spirited. You were also thirsty? Why did I have this feeling that you would all be thirsty? You're not a witch. I don't know why I clicked on you. He's also getting thirsty. No, get... Oh, gosh. Why are you all so obsessed with the pool? Get out, you're thirsty. And he's getting like super... Kingu's like super buff in comparison to what he was. Because he swims all the time. Can put a thirst charm on him. Oh, he's gonna go out somewhere, I guess. Oh. He has the immortal lifetime reward. Under the thought that, and his vampirism is maxed. It better be. Yeah, it's maxed. Under the thought that, he had learned from what Lurian was doing back in the old village. You're gonna go research alchemy autonomously? Absu, he's gonna nap. Okay. You could put a charm on yourself, but instead you're gonna nap. And there they go, back in the pool. As long as Kishar doesn't get in, just fine. Do whatever. Ooh. Ooh. What's going on over here, Mama? Oh, he doesn't like her. But he is gonna gossip. See, in a way, it's probably a little refreshing to be around. You could say this is his step-family, Mama. Because he's only biologically related to Absu. Well, I guess technically he's related to these, but you know, these are all his step siblings and their child. Oh, you know, it's awkward. Anyways, what I'm trying to say is that he's seen a lot of his own children die when they were really young, and then the ones who survived grew old, or I'd have to go back and look at my spreadsheet to see how many of his children actually made it to dying of old age. Because they did roll for every single person and how long that they lived and were not going in that pool. And what they died from if they died early, and I can't remember. I think all of Kuwari's children ended up living all the way to Elder. Which is ridiculous. Go over here. You're not going in that pool. I'm not having you have your babies and swim. Oh no, someone ice blasted plumbing, I bet you. Who did it? Who did it? Did you come in here and ice blast? Kingu? Kingu, you bad vampire. Come in here and prepare this for me. So for Mama, who has seen his mortal family die off, and by now it would be his children's children, and then their children. I mean, he's probably so distantly related to his descendants at this point that they wouldn't even really know him. But being here, there's a certain allure because everyone here is immortal. Just as his brother Zarlagab and his nephew are immortal, then they're off doing their own thing. And my plans for the future is that, well, initially I didn't want this many vampires. My thought was that I'd be okay if Lurian had one surviving vampire child. And I knew for sure one would need to be a vampire to carry on the family. So my thoughts were with the surviving Silver family, so Lurian, Imdialam, Zarlagab, and Gazualam, is that they'll stick around and pop up in certain eras every so often. So here in Sumer, in the Sumerian era, we have Imdialam, who is now going by the name Mama. And in the next era, I already know who's going to be popping up, but it's not going to just be Lurian. Abzu. Okay, wait, why am I clicking on you? You're not a witch. You can't cast a charm on yourself. We're about 10 hours, I believe, if I calculated it right. About 10 hours from this next batch, the next generation being born. Ah, they're ravenous again. Oh, wait, what did you just do? You can do charms this whole time? Oh my gosh. That means for sure Kingu can too. Look, he's looking buff in his picture. Oh, I thought I had made them the exact same color. I really like dark colors. I'm not really that partial to bright colors, so even when I'm doing like a red, I tend to make them pretty muted. Kishar, you're not tired. She's insistent on driving me crazy. I don't want her to be in some ridiculous outfit when this baby comes, like Tiamat was. Oh, we're at 5 in the morning. We've got the 5 in the morning lag. Okay, there we go. We got past the lag. Anyways, as I was saying, I prefer dark colors, and as can probably be seen by these three right here, I have a preference for blues and purples. Now, is it realistic that they'd be wearing purple? Probably not. So, I gave her fertility treatment, and then I had her listen to the music, but not passively for too long, incessantly. I periodically checked to see where the percentages were, and she's at 900% twins. Triplets, it's not past 100. I can't remember what it was, but now you're gonna go back over here. Well, that's fine. So, unless I'm getting unlucky, she shouldn't have triplets. If she has triplets, I'd be really sad. There it is. I misjudged it by half an hour. And here they all come, as if they've never seen this happen. Panic, everyone, panic. You know, this family doesn't really get along very well. They're constantly accusing each other of being vampires. Oh, wonderful. Mama's giving us a view of the giant pixelated box that I can't stand. Alright, have the baby. Here it comes. Better be twins. A girl. Why are they all girls? This is the opposite problem I had with Solili and her line. Okay, I'll explain my reasoning, because this is where I'm going to have to take some creative liberties, but I can justify them. But I'll explain my reasoning here when we're redressing them as toddlers, but this baby will be, oops, that's a J. Key, not Kishar, Key. And Key is a hopeless romantic. That's really A rebellious, hopeless romantic? Now that's a combination. I don't think I've ever played a sim who's... No! It's one baby! Okay. What I'm going to do is pause my recording here and then speed through having another baby. I'm going to turn off aging so this baby doesn't age up. When you next hear from me, we will have a second baby who will be maybe not exactly Key's twin, but in story reasons, she should have had twins. She really should have. It was 900% twins. Ah, that's annoying. Okay. I'll cut back when we have a second baby. Alright, that took a long while. A long while of sitting here with it on speed 3 while I was doing other stuff, so I just was periodically fixing their moods. So I have no idea exactly what was happening. I heard a lot of stuff. And occasionally I would fix some stuff, but it seems like they were throwing fire blasts at each other. And lightning bolt. But anyways. Here we are again. Having another baby. Enmesharra. Oh yeah, you can't do charms. Who can do charms? You, Lamu. Come here and put a charm on Enmesharra. I didn't, while I was speeding through this, I didn't do the make me static. I would do make everyone happy or whatever it is. While we're waiting on those babies, you need to come take a shower, Tiamat. And for some reason, it... oh, here's some ice-blasted plumbing. It wouldn't increase hunger and thirst for anyone aside from... Mama. His thirst would get maxed, but no one else's. Oh no, the baby's hungry, even the baby. I have to wonder if it has to do with the hybrid status. Oh, what are you gonna do? No, you need a charm too. Kingu. Okay, have the baby. It better be one. There's only a 50% chance of twins. Another girl. Well, this one's gonna get gender swapped. So this child will be An or Anim or Enu. I'm going with the Sumerian spelling, which is An, like Anshar, but this is An. So An and Key are the next batch. It better just be An and Key. So An is a party animal who is also an angler. Well, too bad for you. Fishing's already taken. Oh, it's like, what? That's Tiamat. Alright, good. It's just one. What? Didn't you get fed? No one fed? Oh, wait, that's An. Oh, you're stinky. Tiamat, are you gonna go? Yeah, you are. Okay, good. Oh, or Mama is gonna go grab her. Okay. I would like you to feed Anne really quickly. Or is it on? Could be Anu, Anum, and On. It might be on, but that'd be Anshar, and I'm already saying Anshar. Give on Anne whatever comes out of my mouth first. That's not a bottle. Alright. Catherine, please. So with this, I'll be aging Anne and Key up into toddlers, and get them into Create a Sim, then we'll be moving right along. Here we are with Anne first, who we're about to gender swap. And there we go. Now Anne is a boy. And Anne is the personification of the sky and the supreme deity of the Mesopotamian pantheon. So he's the god, I suppose you could say. He's the father of the gods. He's the father of the gods and the king of the gods as the highest god. He is the one who has the power to confer kingship and govern cosmic order. Let's give you most of these just don't really feel appropriate. Let's go with this one. So it looks like the Lurian hair has won, as well as the Lurian eyes. Interestingly, he created the stars to be his soldiers, tasked to destroy the wicked. But in reality, it seems he didn't play much of an active role in everyday religious life for Sumerians. And for the Babylonians, he's eventually replaced as the king of the gods by his grandson, which is a story, not about to happen yet, since he's just a baby. I will say, as we're finishing up Anne's makeover here, he does have a lot of children. But then he's the father of the gods, so that kind of makes sense. All of those children are not necessary to make an appearance in this playthrough. Done? Alright. That's Anne. Okay, and here we are with Key. So it looks like, her eyes mutated. So what I had decided is if there was a mutated genetics issue, I would give the opposite of what the counterpart has. So even though both of her parents have white eyes, since we know that the grandkids inherit from their grandparents all the time, I'm going to give her red eyes, which I'm going to do right now. Anyways, regarding Key, the reason that she kind of is a little bit more, I guess you could say, requiring some creative liberties, is that depending on the source, Key is not even a goddess. She didn't apparently have a recorded cult dedicated to her. And I mean cult in like the actual truest sense of what the word is, not in the way modern understanding of cult is. That was just what the deities had, as cults dedicated to worship. There is some issue with lineage as well of her children versus the other consorts of Anu's children, because Anu had 3 consorts, maybe a 4th one. Though Antu, Ki, and Uresh, those are the 3 consorts. Some say they were the same person. They're all equated to each other. All 3 represent the earth, similar to how An or An represents the sky, heaven. The 4th attests that his wife was the goddess Namu, and that's where the creative liberty is coming in. It was one single inscription, apparently, that names Namu as his wife and the mother of one of the next generation that we'll get into when that becomes of an issue. I think this is the braid, isn't it? Yeah, let's give you the braid. I'm deciding to combine all 4 of them into one, regardless of what certain sources say. And so, who is Ki exactly? Based off of the legends I'm going off of, she's the twin sister of An and the child of Anshar and Kishar. Through her, she has the Anunnaki, which are the prominent deities of the Sumerian religion, the 7 who decree, the most prominent of them being Enlil, who is one of the more important figures in Sumerian mythology, but we'll talk about him later, at a later point. Yeah, let's take off these shoes. And as I said, there's no evidence of a cult that worshipped Ki as a deity, and so some question if she even was regarded as one. There is another goddess that she might be attributed. Some scholars say that she is the same person as Ninhursag, and Ninhursag does have a cult dedicated to her. She's a Sumerian mother goddess, and that's when that's how things get really complicated, because Ninhursag is the sibling of Ki's child in some statements, some sources, unless Ki is actually the mother. Sumerian mythology, genealogy, all of it is very convoluted. Sumerian mythology is very convoluted in the sense of who is the mother and who is the child of who, and who is husband and wife, who are the parents. It all seems to be based off of different sources, and they're not exactly consistent. I'm sure translation problems play a big role in that. I don't like that. So that's why I'm going to take creative liberties and kind of just go based off of what I cobble together. So Ninhursag is going to be equated to Ki in this sort of era. They will be the same person, and no, she's not the sibling of her own son. She's the mother. I don't really like the quality of that. Okay, let's just do some repetitions, not leathers and furs. Let's just repeat them. I like these textured carpet fabrics, custom ones, a lot, so that's why I'm using them. Okay, we have 2 little toddlers, both with white hair, so it seems like Lurian's white hair has survived, and one over the blue hair. But also, her eyes had mutated, so I gave her red eyes, even though both of her parents have silver eyes. Anyways, I was reading more about certain Sumerian gods. I am pretty sure this is not An. I'm pretty sure this is On. Anu is his other version of his name, and therefore this should be Anshar, not Anshar, Anshar. So I'm going to try to pronounce it the way I believe it's supposed to be. Speaking of, do you want to teach these guys anything? You want to snuggle on? I'll allow it, but then you've got to teach him something. Where is it? Did I miss it? Snuggle, okay. I am of the mind of sending Kishar and Enmesharra out of here today. You want to snuggle on too? Oh, that's probably not going to happen. That's probably not going to happen. I was also considering that once they're children, why don't you teach Key to potty? Like, for Lamu and Lahamu. They're not going to be having any more babies. Why keep them around if my household is so large? But, at least for now, during the gameplay, when I'm doing the story at the end of this interlude, which is what I'm working for, they'd probably be brought back. I don't know. We'll see. But, let's get you two working. So, I wanted to do this with full transparency. You want to become friends with Tiamat? How close are you to being friends with her? I might just have her cheat it. I'm just going to send you out of here. He doesn't have enough for Immortal, but I'm going to give Kingu and Enmesharra. Enmesharra is yellow for some reason, so is Lahamu. Because they're having some offensive conversation. I'm going to give them Immortal and max out their vampirism skill, because this world is very big, and they'd probably catch on fire out there. This is just to free up space. So I believe it's 60,000. So that shouldn't interfere with that, but it's not really that important. Let's see. Now, Immortal should just take care of it, but I'm still gonna... Oh, yeah, no, it wasn't 60,000. I forgot how much was it. I missed it already. 30,000. It was only 30,000? Why did I think it was 60,000? I must be getting it mixed up with something else. Oh, hang on, Anshar. I'm going to direct you to do something in a second. I'm still gonna max out his vampirism. Not his witch abilities. Like, that's not that necessary to me, but I did decide the vampirism leads to Immortal. Oh, that's spellcasting. Not that. Vampirism. 10. Alright, Anshar. Do you want to do anything with him yet? No. How about you? Nothing? Alright, then you come over here and potty train him. Oh, he's still popping once. We're pretty close to getting this interlude completed. This is the 3rd episode, so halfway there, basically. Make sure that... Yep, okay. Enmesharra, your turn. Please put your clothes on. You have no points in vampirism. We're not playing this year by year. This is just about the genealogy. So even if it's not depicted in the gameplay, I'm of the mind that as the years are dragging on, they're learning more about their abilities, they're doing more, maybe having more babies that aren't depicted. Here, I'm going to put them in the Royal Palace. Now, you can't really tell from here, except these empty roofs, but this is missing. I was initially going to have them live here. But it's missing a lot of store content that was replaced with things like the roof. I have all of those roof parts. They're for the Russia set. But they didn't show up because they're converted, I guess. Active family. Enmesharra and Kingu. Maybe Lamu and Lahamu will go join them if I find that there's just too many here, because there were too many. And there's still too many, but it's fine. It's fine. Anyways, I'm pretty ready to get this Oh yeah, I was talking about the gameplay. So like, as an example, An and Ki, they since Ki is combined with other goddesses like Ninhursag, Namu. But then again, some people suggest that they were the same person to begin with. So I don't know. But she and Anu have a lot of children. Oh no. Oh no. Go use the toilet really quickly. Yeah, they have a lot of children. I mean, Anu is the father of the gods, so that makes sense. But how many of those children are going to be born? Oh, she needs charms on herself. Oh, I see Kingu is taking advantage. Who's not doing anything? What are you doing? Are you playing chess? Are you closer? I can't remember. Can Lamu put charms? I think Lamu can put charms on. Alright, where are you? There you are. Please, Abzu, put charms on her. Yeah, not all of An and Ki's children will be a part of this. Just the ones important to the story. Because it seems like all of the important deities are related to this main line. I mean, they have lots of incest going on. Way worse than what's been depicted. I do have to wonder, why was incest among the gods just such a common trope in mythology? I don't know if calling it a trope is the right word, but like the Sumerians are not the only ones. I mean, the Babylonians and Akkadians also believed in this pantheon, and in the Greeks, they were practicing, well, they weren't, but their gods were practicing that too. Then again, whatever. Wait, not you. Okay, Ki, now that you have those charms on you, can finish potty training her. Kishar, sorry, Kishar. See, I'm gonna get them mixed up because the name is practically the same. It's just, she's got Shar on the last of it, whereas Ki doesn't. Excuse? Who did that? Enmesharra, you're not even here anymore. I clicked on him when I meant clicking on the toilet. Come in here and unclog that. Where did you go, Kishar? Yeah, go grab her. Where did she go? Someone... Oh, I thought someone had picked her up. She already has her. Saloon. Is there an extra Saluna in here? Do you have a doppelganger in here? Well, it looks like it. Okay, so... I don't know if I mentioned this when I started this interlude, but the initial Saluna, version of Saluna, was glitched. I could not select her as if she was dying. You know, when someone is dying and you click on them and it doesn't do anything. And so I couldn't control her, but she was still in the family and she was just standing there. So I pulled a blank version of Saluna from the sim bin in CreateSim because I have her and Durian, their initial versions in the sim bin. Oh my gosh, you two. And then put that version. He banished him! I haven't actually seen that spell work because I was a little afraid of what would happen, but it looks like it just sends them away somewhere. I wonder if it sent him home. Anyways, how you doing, Anshar? Okay, he's thirsty, but how close are you to potty training him? You're just gonna have to be thirsty. Anyways, I did a total annihilation on the old Saluna and then renamed the new Saluna Tiamat. And if you recall, that was what I ultimately tried to do with Sabit in the last era when she was glitched. A total annihilation, and it looked like she had been totally annihilated from the save. Except at some point, some unknown point, she popped back up in the family tree. There were 2 Sabits, but she didn't seem to exist in the world. At least she never appeared. Then again, she could have been in the village, and I just didn't know about it since I heavily restricted myself from going into that village. But it seems like total annihilation is not totally annihilating them, like it says, if there is a version of Saluna in this world. You two still don't want to do anything teaching the... Excuse you! Abzu, she's busy. Please put your clothes on. The sooner these two are taught their skills, the sooner they can become children, the sooner they can become teenagers, and the sooner we get to the main duo, I guess you could say, because the next generation is more the main... Well, I mean, An is considered the father of the gods, but a lot of the Sumerian stories surround An's children, 2 of them in particular, and they have a bit of a complicated existence in this world, in the sense that one of them is actually the child of Namu from a single inscription found, but then some people think Namu was actually Ki, and then yeah, we'll talk about that when the next generation is born. But it's just that generation, and then one generation sort of after that, and then this interlude will be completed. But I know this time I'm not making the mistake I did last time where I didn't do the children's music. This time, Key is going to be listening to that children's music, even if I get triplets. I can make triplets work, I think. Stop! Go do something productive. Why don't you kind of dispose of all the dead plants just to get them out of here? Are you done yet? You! On? You didn't finish. Get back over here. Anshar, sorry. I'm gonna get you two mixed up too. Get back over here. Potty train on. On, you better not be picked up by... Stop it. Kingu, don't interact with it. Oh, she's tired. Hurry, Kishar, hurry. She's tired. It should be like 1 or 2 more times. Come on, I want to get at least this one done before you have to sleep. Oh, she's so close. It should be this one. Then what else does she need? May as well feed her. Well, you have to feed her on the floor. It's fine. Feed her on the floor after this. There you go. Alright. Anshar, you better be teaching him. There you go. Oh yeah, he's almost done. Oh, his hunger's all the way maxed. That's strange. Oh, and he got right at the last minute, but it went, and then I clicked that. All at the last minute. Alright, Anshar, come and bring him to the crib. Okay, come put Key in the crib. Kingu, are you gonna go home? I gave you a new home. What are you doing? Sleeping! What are you doing? Swimming! You're not swimming. You're coming over here because I'm gonna have someone... Still disposing of plants. Yeah, you can. Get out of the way. I see you, Kishar. Don't you No, don't. Oh, you want to teach him to walk now? Anshar? No, he's fine. Just let him do what he wants. You want to challenge someone to a spellcasting duel? Where are you going? No, why are you going that direction? Okay, come put one on Anshar first. Because you still need to put one on Mama, because he can't put one on himself. Lamu and Lahamu, no, not Lahamu, she probably can't. But she can just go to bed, I guess. Where are you going? No, don't ask him to behave. What did he do? Energy charm on Kishar, and then put one on Mama. Then I'll probably speed through until these babies wake up. Alright, it looks like On is awake. And currently I have Abzu working on his cooking skill because he decided he wants to get to level 8 now. Tiamat's in a horrible mood because someone bit her during the night, and she's had a lack of progress, but sorry, not gonna do anything about that. You're just gonna suffer, I guess. Key is gonna get out of bed and put her clothes on. Ugh, they always sneak into those beds behind my back, because she wasn't there a second ago when I was dealing with not charms. Oh, you haven't actually gotten into bed yet. You were going to come teach him to walk because she wanted to teach him to walk, and now teach Key to walk. Come teach On to walk. Wait, he's hungry, I forgot. Actually, come over here and feed on the floor. Now, hopefully I don't have an issue like I did with Kishar with Key, where she doesn't age up. Oh, look, you're friends with Anshar. I mean, you're friends with On. But anyways, yeah, I don't want to have to transfer genetics or do randomized genetics. Can I do randomized genetics yet? Maybe it fixed itself. Because I think it was like the family tree is weird. Maybe because she and Anshar are brother and sister. Or her parents are brother and sister. Oh yeah, look, there it is now. When I don't need it. What are you doing? No, don't tickle. Teach him to walk. Why are you all suddenly congregating here? No one was here a second ago. What are you doing? Okay, you're putting charms on yourself. How about you? No. Mama? You're looking pretty buff, Mama. Spending so much time in that pool. No. Why is everyone running over here to tickle her? Keep cooking, Abzu. Keep cooking. Serve up. Actually, let's use up our pumpkins. Oh, we already used up the pumpkins. Do some goopy carbonara. Oh no! She's hungry! Oh, it's about halfway. Anshar, can you stop that for a second? Oh, you want to teach On to talk and On to walk. He does not care to teach his daughter anything. Alright, On can walk. You want to teach him to talk? You do not. Does he need anything? Yeah, he needs to potty. So when you're done, let him go potty. Let me come check on your food. Abzu, you need to put a bladder charm on yourself, Abzu, when you're done. She did it! How's your energy? Yeah, your energy's pretty low, too. Up here. Look, he wants to teach her to talk now. See if I could get her from within the light. There we go. Now, if I were being particular to be as historically accurate to the Sumerian period as possible, all of these lights would have to go. Because candles probably weren't invented at this point. I mean, how do we know for sure? For all we know, they had versions of candles. It just didn't last and create artifacts. But as far as we know, candles didn't start becoming a thing, at least in Europe until the Romans. I believe it was the Romans. Though there are some more primitive candles in the sense that it has like a wick, but it's not a candle in the way that we understand it from the ancient Egyptians. And I think the ancient Chinese came up with something similar, though at this point in time, everyone was using fire. So torches, lanterns, not candles. Even though these are technically just lights, they're not actually candles. Not sure how far I'll push that when we get to the future when candles are actually a thing, because I do have medieval candles, and they're just candles, but they don't give off much light as candles don't. So how far am I willing to push that? Because if I just use candles, I won't be able to see anything. Oh, I need to come check on your food. Yeah, you're probably covered all the counters. He did. He covered all the... Oh, no, he didn't. He just finished with the queue. How are your needs? Ah! Getting tired. Getting hungry. Oh, man, we're gonna have to go another night. Off Mama goes to sleep. Oh, well. Oh! She learned to talk, but An didn't. I wonder if after he eats, if I could just do it a little bit more. You better... Okay, you're just off to sleep. I thought he was going to come mess with these toddlers. What I'm going to do, actually... Now, I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to just tiny bit do this. Just to give me more time. Because he was almost to the point where he was too tired, and he's still drinking his bottle because he's taking forever. Anshar, stop. But I'll leave them both tired. Under the impression that if I could get him that last little bit, they'll age up after this. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yes, that's exactly what I wanted. And I'm pretty sure I wouldn't have gotten that if I wouldn't have cheated and I'd have to wait a whole nother night, which I'm not willing to do. And now technically we're like right there and I should wait until midnight, but I'm not going to. What I'm going to do is I'm going to age up An and Key. Then they'll probably just rush off to bed after their children. And then we'll start tutoring them in the morning, which I probably will cut to the morning since they're just going to run off to sleep. So let me age these guys up. Okay, I redressed them. I don't know why I completely forgot that they could put charms on children, but that's what I'm having Absu and Tiamat do, is put charms on these two, so we could just get right into it. So here is An, redressed. I gave him a store content hair, but his little pointed ears are kind of poking through it. Yeah. And here's Key. Doesn't really matter how they look when they're children because the child face mesh is just weird. Doesn't look quite right. It looks like Tiamat was either swimming or asleep. I'm not sure which. I'm sorry that you're still stir crazy, Abzu. I'll take care of that eventually. But right now, to get this moving, you've got to... Where is it? Where is it? Oh, is he not enrolled in the homeschooling? Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's right. I have to, every single time, enroll them in homeschooling. Okay. Let's do that with An. Oh, yeah. Traits. An inherited ambitious. Key inherited light sleeper, which I'm not too pleased about, but they don't sleep anyway. Alright, Key. You can go do whatever you want to right now. Absi will tutor you in a bit. You're gonna go accuse Lamu of being a vampire. Your grandfather. Okay. Alright, let's just speed on through here. They woke up their mother. Well, she woke up her mother because Kishar is a light sleeper. Oh, 3 in the morning. It still lags. Like 3 in the morning seems to be when Overwatch is hitting the aging. To reset to anyone who should be aging. Which in here it's just townies who were generated to serve as merchants, I think. Like consignment clerks and stuff. But for some reason, there is something that happens at 5 in the morning. It's about 5:08, I think, every single day. And it becomes really laggy. It's been every single morning. I don't know what Overwatch is doing at that time, because it doesn't give me any notifications, but... Oh, there he is. On is done. Alrighty. Alright, you go do whatever you want. On you. Get over here. Wow, we're going to be done within a day, it looks like. That's a lot faster. It's amazing how one less child has it going a lot faster. Has Mumu put his... Has Mumu put his... Mama, not Mamu, not Mumu. Has he put his clothes on, like, at all in the last, like, 3 days or something like that? I swear, he is never wearing his clothes. Just walking around half naked. Speaking of, I need you to put on your clothes, because I don't want to be looking at your swimwear this whole time. Which is the same as your sleepwear. Friendly and then tutor. When you're showing off your fangs to your half-brother, it's strange to think of Lamu and Lahamu as his half-siblings. What do you want? Buy a bunk bed. Oh, he is a level 5 writer with, level 10 writing skill. How many books? Let me see. I want to see. How many books have you written? Oh, he's over there having issues with Oh, he is currently writing a book. I should make him... Do you have a laptop? Maybe I'll make you finish that. So he's had 2 bestsellers, 1 hit, and he's written 15 books. Fiction, non-fiction, fiction, sports, humor, horror, trashy, science fiction, science fiction, humor, drama. Okay, interesting. He's gotten fiction novelist because he's written so many fiction novels. This is actually, you write a certain number of books in a genre. By the way, Mama, oh no, he doesn't have a laptop. I don't know how he was writing it. How did you get this? Did you go to Egypt? I don't know. There's no writing yet. If there was writing in this time period, it certainly didn't survive to the modern day. To where we would know about it. He got in the pool already? Wait, no. Did you just try to go to sleep? You're not even tired. Put your clothes on. I actually didn't want to give Key a purple outfit. It was just that the flower on that headband was purple. To me, there's just something that says she's a pink-loving child, which she actually likes spice brown, but I tend to not pay mine to the favorite color because my Sims, when they're born, I swear they just love getting sea foam. They love that color. I don't think anyone here, sea foam or gray. Colors that are just not really great. You want to become friends with An? Well, that's a... Oh my gosh. Okay, if you want to become friends with An, yeah, put your clothes on. Lamu, you are awful. You're an awful person. We'll just queue up some interactions. Is he gasping? He's got his mouth open wide. He's surprised. Huh. I guess it's because Lamu just scared him like that. She's done! No. Put a hunger charm on Key first. I can't believe that they're already done. I think I'll let On finish pillow fighting like Mama, and then I'll age him up. I can't believe how fast that went. But then there's a whole less child, so... Yeah, looking at my recording time, the last time I was in the child era with Anshar, Kishar and Enmesharra, took me over an hour to get through recording that age bracket. You're not friends yet. Yeah, no, you're not. Sorry, no working on the book. This time, not even half an hour. Didn't even take me half an hour to get to this point. And I didn't even speed through Key being tutored. So I'm pleased about that because the child years, there's nothing here since I decided to have it be tutoring them to an A. Okay, Absu, you need to come over here and keep cooking. How close are you to level 8? I might send you somewhere else first, actually. Yeah, I think I'm gonna send to get rid of that stir crazy moodlet. After I age these guys up and get them started on their chosen skills, I'm gonna take Abzu somewhere, and maybe Mama can go with them. They can have a little father-son time. We'll start with you on, but actually first I'm gonna save. Here we are with the two new teenagers, On and Key. I'm going to have Absu put some charms on them, and then we're going to, well, actually I'm going to roll for their skill first, then put charms on them. But anyways, Key inherited the snob trait from her father, and On inherited ambitious. Or was it workaholic? No, it was workaholic. Ambitious was last time. It's basically his father's clone, except he's a party animal. I think he would do well in politics. He's an ambitious workaholic who's a party animal. He would do well in the politics career. Let's go ahead and... I can't remember if I used this variation because I just clicked the first pre-made coloration since it was red, and I kind of felt that he would wear a very bold color like red. I couldn't remember if I had given it to someone else without wanting to recolor. But anyways, let's go ahead and get your skill. All right, for On, let's see what skill you're going to be working on. Painting. All right. Okay, for Key, let's get your skill. Here we go for Key. Oh, it was so close to athletic. Alchemy. I was kind of hoping alchemy would be the one skill that wasn't used, unless we get triplets, and I think all three of them will be used by the next generation. All of the skills will be used by the end if we get triplets this next generation. So let's go ahead and put some charms on you. She needs a bladder charm immediately. Hey, why didn't you click on her? Now, alchemy should go pretty quickly. I think I do have to give them their witch status, though. So let me do that. What else do you need? You need hunger. You need all three of them. Alright, they're both vampire witches now. I think this pink color looks really nice with her skin tone. I don't know why, it's the two combination, the combination of colors here. Ah, you're gonna get charms on yourself. Stay out here. You can wait. Hello, Kishar. This one should go pretty fast too. Painting and alchemy. Painting will take a little longer than alchemy, but... Alright, Key. You come over here and you get started researching alchemy. Alright, On. You're gonna come upstairs. See if anyone was working on painting. Nope. Because I know Mama had, we'll do a large. More like caring about the skills rather than getting brush master. While they're doing that, let's go somewhere. Get rid of your stir crazy moodlet. I want to go down to the Royal Barge. So that's where we're headed. Gosh, can you imagine having to live here and you want to walk up here? You're down here, you have to go all the way up here to get to the walls. And then if you want to go here, you have to go all the way around. And then if you want to get outside of the walls, you have to go out here and then you go down the side of the wall. I don't know how big ziggurats are in real life. I've never seen one. I've never been outside of the US. So Ever been to a ruin of a ziggurat? How cool! I don't know when this was made, when this world was made, but if you could take this and then put it on a houseboat, you know how cool that would be? You just put a little pier out here. And you could sail around in here. Why don't you come over here too? You can spend some time with your father, buy a TV. Nah, you're in the wrong era for that, Mama. You still got thousands of years before that's around. Look, this is store content, and so is this, and yet this shows up just fine, even though these are package files. This telescope is a package file. These street lamps are supposed to be something else, I bet you. I don't get it. I don't get why some convert and some don't. What are you doing? Brooding! I brought you here and you're gonna brood, and I'm just gonna go over here alone and read. Instead of brooding, why don't you come look through this telescope? Oh, it's fine. Let's get a look at the city from here. I mean, as far as looks go, all you really have is the side of the walls. Which, I mean, they have their own aesthetical, look to them. Oh, it's lagging. I shouldn't do this. I should be careful not to press my luck here. Because it is lagging, because all these walls have to render in every single time. I wonder what they made these walls out of. It seems to be a custom mesh. I'm not too sure. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna leave you guys here and go home because it's lagging pretty badly here. Because I did that. But at least I saw the Royal Barge. It would probably look cooler if it didn't have the modern street lamps there. So just know if you get this world and you have the store content and you have the Sims 3 pack files rather than having them be package files, I assume that's what it is. I don't know. With custom worlds that have custom content or store content, to me it always seems like hit or miss on what's going to load in. Like I had this one, it was not sure if it was by the same creator or not. I still have it in my game, but I seem to have fixed it. I'm not sure how I did. I just kept uninstalling it and then reinstalling it and trying to figure it out. But it's a post-apocalyptic apocalypse world, and it has a lot of custom metal textures, and I have all the custom textures in my game. Some of them are really nice, and if you know anything about the Sims 3's textures, especially the base game textures, they're not the nicest. The wood textures are kind of The stone textures are pretty bad too. So if I can use a custom texture, I tend to prefer it over a base game texture. But anyways, none of the textures were loading up. I just have white. And so I took the world out, and then I was like, okay, let me try the world again, put it back in, and it was still doing that. It's like I took it out again. But then I was doing something where I really wanted a post-apocalyptic world, and I was like, okay, well, I'll just put up with the white textures, and then I put it back in, and suddenly all the textures were there. So I don't know what happened. You learned invigorating elixir. And vial of bliss. Oh, you already have one level key. That's pretty good. You want to create an elixir? No, I don't give lifetime wishes to teenagers unless it's very certain gameplay and very certain reasons. Is your stir crazy moodlet gone? Okay, don't get inside, just back teleport here. And Mama, you can come. Stop brooding. You can come back too. Alright, Abzu. Back to cooking you go. Serve up some coleslaw. Have you gotten a skill yet? He hasn't even gotten a skill. She's already at level 2. She's blowing him out of the water, but of course she gets to cheat because she's a witch, so it increases the rate at which they build alchemy. I was going to have him and his father interact. Please stay out of the pool. Was going to have him and his father interact at the royal barge, but it was too laggy. And it was raining. Oh, I hear some fighting. Oh, of course it's Lamu. I hear fighting and I look, and obviously it's Lamu because he's being spirited. Look at this, just blue people all over this pool. There's blues everywhere. They're obsessed with it. They're lucky I haven't taken it away. Like, at least it keeps them from ice blasting the plumbing, which I think is what they would be doing if they didn't have that pool. How close are you to getting that first level anyway? Decently close. We'll be waiting waiting on, haha. Yeah, these chairs definitely were something else. Maybe the chess table, maybe not. But the chairs were definitely another type. See, he wants to be nice to you, Lamu. Mama is actually used to really toxic people, so you should just be grateful that there's someone here who's willing to put up with toxic people. Not that Mama's prior wife, Rajani, was mean-spirited. Here, put a thirst charm on yourself. But it doesn't seem like Mama has much of an interest in being nice to. Oh, he didn't like that. Doesn't seem like he's interested in being nice to his stepmother. I don't think he likes Tiamat very much, which fits with the story reasons, I guess. Because, he came here specifically because he was a little wary about what his father had gotten himself into. See, I would love to say, oh, what are my Sims doing? And then see what they're doing. But the only one that does anything is Lamu, and that's just to be mean. Everyone else is in the pool. You need charms. Level 3 for Key. Yeah, Key is almost done, and he is almost to his second level. He's not even halfway done. On has level 2. Level 2 painting. He doesn't really seem to be interested in increasing his painting skill. Though Key does seem interested in pursuing alchemy. Oh, unfinished his first painting. Let's see what it is. I don't have the medieval replacements in. Oh, well, it could have been worse. That's about as good as I can do, if even that. I am not an artist at all. Like, even my handwriting is bad. Stick figures are about as good as I can do. Like, back in middle school. So, was it middle school or was it high school? No, it was middle school. I had taken art as an elective, and it was one of the few classes that I ever struggled in prior to, well, I didn't really struggle in high school, I just didn't care. But, and kind of coasted through, though I still maintained a pretty decent grade point average, but, art was such a struggle with me, and I think part of it was because my older sister, and my younger sister too, but mostly my older sister, really good artist, and the teacher was the same, and so I was in the same class that my older sister had been in prior, and I think she had a lot of expectations. I only took art because I needed the elective. I needed a class, and the other electives that I could have taken were not interesting. There wasn't much offered. So I took it thinking, okay, it won't be that bad. It's just art 1, right? Well, the teacher had such high expectations, I guess, Because nothing I did was good enough for that woman. Nothing. Like, here I am trying to learn how to shade, and, oh, well, it was just, I don't know, I guess it just didn't look like proper shading to her. And I do struggle with doing straight lines. I don't know. I think it was just the expectations that were set because my sister was a great artist. She doesn't do art anymore. It's actually kind of sad. But she's got a lot of business sense. Like, she could sell anything. She's the type of person who can buy something on the cheap and then sell it for a profit easily, and I have no idea how she does it. You want to reach level 4? Well, at least you want to do something with your painting skill. About halfway through level 2. Oh, Key! Key, get up! I completely forgot that I didn't queue up mixing the elixirs. You need a hunger charm. A thirst charm, I mean. Well, I think it's a hunger charm for you. Lots of stuck aging checks. Key's at level 4. Level 3. Good job, On's catching up, Key. If you're working on the painting skill and you want to supermax it, your best bet is to paint a lot of small paintings so that they get the brush master skill challenge. Then they can paint faster. And with the cooking skill, if your plan is to just max the skill, then I would read books or use the multi-tab if you have it. The multi-tab is from the store. If you are trying to super max it as in get the skill challenges, doing this is your best bet. Cooking meal after meal after meal. Even though your meals are going to go bad and you have to spend money on ingredients unless you're also a gardener. It's still your best bet because the cooking skill challenges are all about making food. Other than the menu maven, but that will just happen passively as you build up the skill because there's just so many recipes. And alchemy, super maxing alchemy, as I said, is pretty easy. Focus on vials of bliss because it just requires produce. Buy as many cheap produce as you can for the supermarket. The last time I super maxed alchemy with a sim, I bought a bunch of tomatoes. I just used the tomatoes to make 150 vials of bliss. They used 50 of them. And by that point, you'll probably have the skill maxed. Then you just research alchemy until you know all the recipes. And you do have to buy the recipe books. Because you won't discover those specific recipes from the tome. You're gonna go sleep, Mama? Okay, fine, go sleep. Or you're gonna nap. You're gonna nap, okay. But discovering recipes it's pretty easy too. It's not like I mean, it does depend on your skill level, but since you build skills so quickly anyway, especially if you're a witch, it's not like logic skill when you're trying to discover the potions that are dependent on your skill level. So you're just sitting there waiting. Logic skill, if logic isn't the odd skill out at the end, I'll talk about how to supermax logic then, because that one's probably one of the worst. Not the worst, but one of them. It's time consuming is really the big problem. Practice painting a large. Oh, Key did it. Key is level 5. Do you want anything else to do? What's this? You want to learn a new elixir recipe. Okay, when you finish researching that, you'll know a new elixir recipe. And then you're done. What's your deal? What's your issue? Is it stinky? It's because it's stinky. Oh, she must have learned the recipe right before it clicked off of her. Oh, if you just want the potions without the skills, maybe because you want them for a video or a screenshot or something like that, you can get them through Debug Enabler. Create all no potion recipes. That'll give you all the ones that you know, and if you don't know any of them, you learn all recipes or learn all learnable recipes, then you do that. And then you'll get them all in your inventory. What are you gonna do? You're gonna go immediately to Lamu to complain about the status quo. Why does everyone just... Oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to create 10 elixirs. No thank you. Sorry. Come on. You're so close. There he is. There he is. Vegetarian grilled salmon. No thank you. No thank you. No thank you. We'll see if he rolls the want eventually to max cooking. Until then, you can just do what you want. Oh no, not the fridge. Come here, cast a restoration ritual.
Nambo.
Oh yes, the block of knives.
Toddler.
I don't think that's gonna do much for you. Did it turn the food in there good? Who knows? Alright. On. Just waiting on you. Oh, you're stinky. Abzu has received an invitation to Zarlagab's party. No, it's too laggy in this world for me to be going to a party, Zarlagab. Besides, you're technically not here. You're only in this world to keep the family tree intact. I'm not sure if I'm going to do that in the next era. I wasn't going to, because I can fix the family tree, sort of, and the family tree for those who are still alive, that is, within Ross. The whole reason I wanted to keep it intact here is just because of the weird relationships with the Aqualis. And just to see it, but are you in that pool? You're in that pool. Of course you're in the pool. Everyone just loves that pool. Now he's like, I'm gonna get buff. Actually, I'm probably gonna want you to come up here and put some charms on here in a second. She's gonna go oh, he's at level 5. Okay, stop sliding down here. So, bot building. No. Oh, he's almost done with this painting. Let's let you finish that painting. So, with this wonderful painting, that's probably even better than what I could do. That means both of On and Key, both of them have reached level 5. Therefore, I can age them up to young adult. And that means that's the end of this part of the interlude. When we start the next episode, it'll be like the others, so we'll be preparing to bring in the next generation. Not the final one, there will be one after, but it's, I guess you could say, the most important generation of the Sumerian pantheon that's upcoming. And it's where we're going to deviate a little from the pattern that we've set here. But that'll be next time. So thanks for watching, everyone. And I will see you in the next episode. Goodbye.